Hello, everybody. Welcome to an episode of
The Breakdown.
I'm joined here with my teammate Ilham, and we are against Noor and Sharmeen.
Who are also teammates.
For a very healthy, constructive debate today on Lana Del Rey. So Noor and Sharmeen, a little birdie tells me that you guys like Lana Del Rey.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, who doesn't?
I mean, the two of us.
Right here.
Right here, in front of you.
Unpopular opinion. Lana Del Rey is overrated.
Lana's my baby.
Well,
What you said is blasphemous.
I don't know how underrated it is because I think 50% of the people here don't like Lana Del Rey. And I think we've come here to try to bring you on the right side, to enlighten you, as to why she's...
Interesting.
Okay, there's a reason why we had this debate and why we're having this debate.
Yeah.
Let's get into that
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
So Lana Del Rey, as we all know, she decided to marry that alligator guy,
Yeah.
Is what we're calling it.
Yeah, and the sweet potato. I have a picture just
Show the camera.
just to make my point clear. She decided to marry this the sweet potato. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we decided that why would she settle for someone like him, and then we tried to think, why is he settling for Lana?
Ooh.
So that's my position, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, guy
So,
married up.
Fair.
Well,
fair.
how do you know that? Look, we don't know what goes on in the south of the US, okay? Let's be real. He does swamp tours. Those are really popular.
Yeah.
I would go on one.
That's the
I
new.
mean, actually, I would go on
just
one.
because fascinating, right? You go on a swamp
100%.
tour on one of those giant, those boats with the
big fan.
big fan, and then you go see alligators and whatnot, and you're so close to them. So a lot of people go. So he could be rich too.
And he works with alligators all day. Like he's like a macho man who knows what
that's
he's
why
doing. And who is she? She's just like
Into macho
some...
guys,
So,
apparently.
wait, okay, so this leads to a broader thing. My
Yeah.
question to you guys, just because she's a huge superstar, pop star, whatever, right?
Huge is an overstatement, but okay.
Can she not date a regular dude?
Of course she can.
Okay.
I think that's the issue that people have.
This is where I jump in.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to go a little deep for a tiny little minute.
I'm ready.
Calling her a pop star, personally, I think it's that term just doesn't go with her. It just doesn't fit with her. Because
Agreed.
what is a pop star? Pop star, I mean, technically stands for popular artist, right? Popular star.
100%.
Their stuff has to be popular. Their stuff has to be, and pop generally. Her vibe is just not pop. You can call her an artist. You can call her eclectic. You can call her. She fits all of those boxes. But I don't think you should be calling her a pop star. And all those tabloids out there that also call her a pop star, and we've done it too. We call her a pop star also for lack of any other word. I don't think she's a pop star.
So here's the thing, okay? I'm gonna argue with you in this manner. So let's take it back to 2010, okay?
Right.
2010.
Yeah.
Now that's when she did a persona shift from Lizzie Grant to LDR, Lana Del Rey. Okay, so she got the red hair and the whole Americana pop, retro vintage, everything that she does. She did it in 2010. Now let's go back to 2010. Tell me, was there anybody else that did that? The only other male equivalent that did that was The Weeknd. Now these two ushered a separate genre called the dark pop genre. Which try to find me a song like Born to Die. Try to find
God,
wait, hang
nothing
on.
like it.
Try to find me a song like Summertime Sadness. Try to find me
National
a song
Anthem.
like National Anthem. Try to find me a song like Diet Mountain Dew. Or
the entire album
the
from
whole
start
Born
to finish.
Die album. Try to find me visuals like that.
Nothing like it.
That song Born to Die is what made her a pop star.
Video
just by the way,
games.
back in 2010,
Technically, it was
2011.
video games in 2012.
It was
Video game, Summertime Sadness, and Born to Die. All of these three tracks.
I have a fun fact about Summertime Sadness
Yeah.
that's going to throw water all over
I
your
know
entire
everything
argument.
about it, so only
we'll get there, okay? You wanna take this first, and then I'll jump in.
Wait, give us a fact first.
Yeah, it goes to
Yeah,
that.
that's
Give you the fact first? Okay, so in 2010,
Yeah.
when she did that shift, there were a lot of other things also happening. There was also a cultural shift overall. You had Twilight come out. You had sad... That whole sad girl summer thing that was happening.
I
There,
hate
there was
Twilight.
sad autumn
no.
thing happening.
She was the
back then.
originator of the sad girl, by
Yes.
Tumblr.
Look,
the way. And
Yeah.
Tumblr.
And Tumblr.
Tumblr.
She
Tumblr.
started
was
everything.
originator
Okay, hang
She
on.
of Tumblr.
started the
Can we-
Tumblr girl.
Yeah, can we recognize that the rise of Tumblr was because of her?
She was
that
the
is-
Tumblr
yeah.
girl.
Okay,
by
now
the
can
way.
I
She
just
was.
pause
Okay.
here and ask one thing? Is that really something we want to bring back?
Of course.
Yes.
Dude. Maybe
Yes.
you were in your diapers. I don't know, but it was like a big thing.
There's no need to get personal here, Mr. Noor.
Okay, now summertime sadness. Okay, so fast forward to from 2010 to 2012, she's at a full makeover. Unnecessary, but whatever. She's
And by the
she's-
way, the Rolling Stone shoot she did in 2012 was sick.
Iconic.
Still iconic. Anyway, go on.
video games comes out, super popular. Shot it on her phone. Good for her with her
Webcam
sister.
on her
Yeah, sorry,
laptop.
webcam. Good for her. It was great. I also enjoyed that song. I also liked that vibe. It was great. Summertime Sadness comes out, doesn't do really well. They pulled. They
It played in
pulled-
Gatsby, dude.
They pulled,
Gatsby used
yeah, okay,
it.
fine. That Gatsby,
Gatsby
song
used
also.
it, man.
The
And Young and
Young-
Beautiful.
Young and
Young and
Beautiful.
Beautiful, the radio station, and this I know for a fact because you guys were in your diapers, but we weren't.
I was not
We
in my
were-
diapers.
I wasn't working here, but I know
was
this for a
16.
fact that radio stations pulled Young and Beautiful, the Gatsby soundtrack, and replaced it with a remix by
100%. So
Cedric Gervais.
Oh yeah, the
Gervais.
summertime
Okay,
sadness. You
okay,
mean?
okay.
that's
Yeah.
how I found out
That-
about this song.
There you go. And that remix blew up. So they
You have
pulled.
bad taste in
Yeah,
music.
they're
They
very
pulled-
bad taste in music.
Not Ilham, you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I respect
Thank you.
Ilham's
Yeah,
taste.
yeah,
They pulled Young and Beautiful, which was the Gatsby soundtrack at that time, which was blowing up. They pulled that from radio stations, and this was the label. The label made this choice. They pulled that from the radio
Interscope.
stations,
Okay.
and they replaced it with Summertime Sadness remix. She is. This is my argument. This is why I say that she's underrated.
I'm
She's
totally not gonna
overrated.
agree with
Is because she's a great remix
I knew
artist.
she was going to say that.
Oh, that's
knew she
not
was gonna-
true.
100%. I
That's
think
not
that is
true.
fully what
And
I
that
agree
only
with.
goes to
Standalone
controversial
artist.
topic.
You
For her
haven't heard
She's
standalone-
putting
her
her in Nadia Ali.
discography.
I love Nadia Ali too, but she's putting her in that category where you just remix Nadia Ali's music. those
Game
brown
recognized
vocals.
game.
But that means
You
you,
know
haven't
me.
listened to half of her songs.
That's
or-
exactly what I'm doing.
No,
That's-
but I'll say one thing. I think, see, we don't hate Lana Del Rey. We just feel she's overrated.
Yeah.
Now, what makes someone overrated? I believe the three categories. Okay, one is what they do for popularity and publicity. Then there's their whole music, which is their art that they make, and then there's their aesthetic and their vibe. So we spoke about the aesthetic. I feel Lana Del Rey often does the most whack stuff for publicity, which makes me feel she's overrated because she's always reaching for publicity.
Like
she doesn't get
marrying
it
a
for her
potato.
music. Like marrying a sweet potato, shakarkandi. Okay? Like you make it make sense.
Wait, can we acknowledge?
Sorry. Before this, what has she done crazy?
Yeah, by the
Dude,
way.
I feel the whole right now.
5 things.
When was the last time? Why 5 things? I'll name you one other thing you
Tell me.
asked for right now.
Tell me.
Before this, what was the last album of hers that popped off? The one you guys were talking
Can
about.
I
Born.
say
Yeah. Well,
NFR?
Yeah.
No,
Not
the
the
Bond
NFR,
one was
right?
the first one.
Yeah, but
It was
not the
2010.
Then
recent one.
Ultra Violence.
But not her current one, which came out this year or like last year or something, right? Right
What
now,
do you
she did
categorize
not.
as
Yeah,
popped
yeah.
off? What do you categorize?
Yeah,
That was
it was really
I'm
successful.
talking about like successful.
Like in terms of her own fans, like yes, it was very popular.
Her own fans. I'm talking about overall. When you look at a song, you don't say, oh yeah, this reached the 5 fans that like them. You look at global reach. How many people worldwide are becoming fans of this artist?
Yeah, but in that case, you could argue that Sabrina Carpenter is overrated because I don't like her music. Just
You're
because
one
everybody
person-
else is listening
but
to it.
You're one person, everyone else is listening.
Yes,
What do
but if you look at numbers,
that's the thing. Your
She
global
has,
reach is
I mean,
numbers.
Lana Del Rey had the global reach
Wait,
as well.
I need to pull out the numbers. And if we talk about numbers,
Yeah.
then we need to pull the numbers out because
What
I mean, I'm
numbers
sorry.
should we
I didn't know we were going into numbers.
Lana
Pull out the
has
numbers.
had what? Lana's coming up on her 10th
Okay,
studio album.
look at
Yeah.
Charli
That's
XCX
range.
and Lord, okay? Look at let's take an example.
So wait,
Charli
hang on.
XCX and Lord.
Charlie, okay, wait. Charlie just had a revival,
Yeah,
career
yeah,
revival. She was
yeah.
dead, by the way, for
She
the
was
last
dead,
part year.
but if you take
5 years,
And I'm saying that as a Charlie fan.
She was
so
dead.
this is okay. So this is another
and that's her
argument.
PR team, by the
This
way.
is another argument that you can also that we can slide in there
Yeah.
while we're talking about the larger Lana
Yeah.
issue. Charli XCX and Lord have always been compared to each other because they both started their careers together. Lord hit it off big with Royals. Charli did not. Charli had multiple little songs that came out and they did well in for a little while. But,
Charlie
but
ghost
didn't
writes
have-
a lot as well for
Yeah,
other
she
people.
does.
She does.
That's
produces
how-
which
how
a
she
lot of
became
people don't know
famous.
about.
Yeah.
But she has continued to keep it up. We just didn't know that,
Yeah.
like, so yes, career revival definitely hit it big now, definitely.
Yeah.
But like, look at the two artists also. Charlie's entire vibe is very pop.
100%.
Whereas she uses her, she definitely uses, it's not her natural voice that's taking her all the way.
No, but it's her artistic.
But it's her
approach,
artistic
yeah.
approach is pop. Whereas Lord is not. Lord is very artist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even using the term indie
Yeah.
because they're all tied to some label or the other.
Yeah.
I'm saying artist.
Yeah.
So there's pop and then there's artist.
Yeah.
In this case, I feel Lana is artist and whoever else, Sabrina Carpenter, is pop.
Yeah.
That's our argument. Well, mine at least.
I would
100%
say
agree.
Lana opened the doors for a lot of these artists though. Like Billie Eilish has credited Lana Del Rey for opening the door.
That's fact,
Now
though.
Billie
That's
Eilish,
fact.
that is a fact.
That's
Billie
fact.
Eilish also
Billie
credits
Eilish-
Stevie Wonder.
No, but I mean that's an influence.
that's
She
like a-
credited Lana Del Rey for opening the door for her to basically let her music shine.
But
now,
see-
Billie Eilish is pop, so you could argue that Lana Del Rey is pop.
Billy, so Billy took Lana's blueprint.
Don't even get me started on Billie Eilish.
Billy took Lana's blueprint and just made it sadder.
Yeah.
Okay. Sadder and less
Yeah.
sexy.
No.
Okay. Let's. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's what she did.
That's
I
exactly
think-
what she did.
Well, to be fair, Billie is the raw version of, like, maybe the childhood version of what Lana was trying to do.
Maybe.
Lana was romanticizing the sad girl image.
Yeah.
Billie is the
Embracing it.
teenager version of that sad girl
Yeah.
image.
Yeah.
And then is running with it.
Yeah.
But that said, Billie has her brother.
That's what I was just
No,
going to say.
but-
Phineas.
As a producer.
Yeah, as a producer though. So
producer.
we're talking artist-wise. Like maybe you have to acknowledge Billie Eilish on her own as well.
No, actually, I want to bring up another thing which is very important, which is a criteria for me, right? When it comes to artists, is world building and storytelling, narrative creation. Like the two people, for example, like I love Kanye, I love Drake too, right? Drake doesn't build a world, okay? No, nor does Kanye that much. I mean, he does, but not as much as Lana Del Rey does with each of her projects, or as The Weeknd does with each of his projects. That's why I love both of these
Each of them
guys.
can have like craft a character and
It's
a
like-
whole
it's a
world for
universe.
each album. Literally.
And that is very important, dude. Like it immerses the listener into that project. Compared to like something that's, that doesn't have thought or story or narrative put into it.
But I just like to say you can't compare the worlds The Weeknd creates with the world Lana creates.
By the
course
way,
you can.
hang on.
I
A
don't
fact.
think so.
Let's listen to me for a second. 2010, they were both best friends before he was The Weeknd. Before she was Lana Del Rey, they were best friends.
Okay.
Just so that you know, and they help produce each other's albums. Take it, so they're like this. Take it,
No,
friends
good for
wise
them.
as well.
They can be best friends.
Artistry wise, they're at par.
Yeah, they
I don't
are.
think so.
Yes,
because
he's
they're
just
different
gone
genres.
super pop, bro.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, with blinding
like super
lights.
pop.
Yeah.
Not
Synth
just
wave. He wrote the synth wave thing. I love The Weeknd. He's my favorite artist too, and so is Lana Del Rey. But she stuck to her guns. He's gone super pop.
So the difference between The Weeknd and Lana Del Rey is she married an alligator tour guide and he was dating a supermodel.
So
No.
he dated a supermodel and then broke up with her. Yeah.
Yeah,
which,
so that's why he was in the news a lot.
and then
Whereas
Selena
she's
Gomez,
in
and
the
then
news for
Selena.
completely
See,
different reasons.
She married.
No, and I'll
she
say-
dated a police officer in Oklahoma as well.
See,
once.
She dated a lot of people, man.
I'll tell you one thing. See, you look at The Weeknd as well. He's often in the headlines. What was that show he just did? That was an
The
absolute...
Idol. Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
it
it
was
was
it was
awful.
atrocious.
I'm probably the only guy that likes The Idol also, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole different
That's how
conversation.
big a fan of The Weeknd
I think that's
am.
next
Whole different
week's
conversation.
episode.
Yeah.
No, but I've not watched that. What I'm trying to say is he got a lot of flack online for that, right? Fair enough. He was trying to do something, didn't work out. He got flack on it. He's in the headlines. She goes out of, like, it just feels
So
like
what
she's
is
going
the other
really
thing? You
out
shouldn't
of
tell
her
me, by the
way.
way. You shouldn't
What?
tell me. You said she gets in the headlines for weird things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
haven't
her
given it-
last, I believe her music wasn't taking off as it used to. Okay, that's my personal opinion. Didn't have the reach. She went and she did this new album art where she went topless and she posed for the album art. So much so,
Which one?
Spotify.
Which one?
Wait, which one?
Let me-
Violet bent over backwards, the audiobook?
No,
And
no,
she's
no,
done.
no, no, no,
so
no,
hang
no.
on. So he's saying that she posed topless. She did topless back in 2012 too, just
Yeah.
by the way.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying
It's
for an
nothing new.
album
That's really
cover.
It's
nothing
nothing
new.
new.
I'm saying for an album cover.
Have you seen the Paradise Edition photos? The
Yeah.
in leaves?
I didn't have an in-leaf. How would I get
But
an
he-
in-leaf?
so she's
does
done
Are you getting it
everything.
for me?
He
She's done everything
basically his
before,
pass
bro.
to judgment that he does that he
Yeah.
thinks she's overrated without actually even listening or doing anything.
Yeah, I've
Into
heard
looking
her
into
music and I've said,
Give me actually which songs have you heard by? Aside from
I've heard Summertime
Sadness.
Sadness, and guess what? Even that was not her. It was the
I
remix
still want to hear the
version.
crazy stuff
Yeah.
that she's done.
She's been in the tabloids quite a bit over
But
the last
what
couple
now?
of years.
She
What?
married a policeman
She's
because she
married.
wanted
No.
to get out of a DUI.
Bro, she has a
That
type
is
that she likes
speculation.
crazy.
Yeah, she likes
tell me
crazy.
something.
Regular dudes.
Tell me something.
Yeah.
Do you think, Abdullah, not the two of you because you're fanboys and fangirls, Abdullah, do you think that she's married this dude to get back into the tabloids because she's getting ready to release something new, or
100%. And I also think another thing. I think it could also be just for some inspiration for a new album.
Okay,
do
that's
you
fair.
think by the
Because
end
it's
of this
fine.
episode
That's
we
fine.
can manage to make Noor's head explode?
I think that is already in the process. And I think we are in the blast radius.
That too.
I can
And I'm
see
going to be
them.
collateral damage.
So if you guys agree with us or agree with them, is Lana Del Rey overrated or not?
If you think she's overrated, like the video. But if you think she's not, then comment why she's not. Because I know the likes always
Yeah,
most of win
don't-
probably. So I think that is the voting system we're going to go with. Are you okay with that?
You have to
Yeah.
comment whether
Yeah.
you like
Yeah.
or not.
Well,
You have to comment whether you like it or not. You have to explain
Well,
why.
either way, just
Either way.
Either way.
reach out and tell us how you feel.
Yeah.
And we'll hopefully be back because it's our favorite thing to do.
And I think
make
we
their
have,
head explode.
I think today's conversation has gotten us thinking about two new conversations. One is the idol. We
Yes,
talk about
the
the idol.
idol. Yeah.
And the second one is whether the art and the artist should be separated. Because I do feel I would prefer Lana Del Rey if her music was not by her.
man,
So,
okay.
Yeah,
How can you
let's cut it right there. Let's cut it right there just
How
to
can you-
annoy them.
Voice
How
writing.
can you separate the art
World
and the artist?
building.
Bye-bye.
How
See
can
you
you separate
guys.
world
You
building from the
can't.
music? That's
You can't.
crazy.
The artist
That's
creates the
crazy.
world and creates the music.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned for part 2.
Okay, done. Lovely.